Why are we not on screen?
Hmm.
This is stupid. I'm gonna figure this out. Well, it's because I put this in the wrong place. I put it as an overlay, not a background. We're just gonna use. Get away! Stop it! Hey! 1 year and I'm still too stupid to do this.
Oh my god.
Hey, Jamie.
Hi.
Miss me?
Yes, always.
Oh, thank you. Did you see our stream yesterday?
Most of it.
I was surprised about the pedicures. It's
Well, I love them, so
yeah, but well, maybe. Oh, look what I did! I did it right this time. But yeah, it was fun last night. I'm not sure Dave loves knowing Vikings. Oh, he probably does, but I think he regrets meeting up with us sometimes because
sure.
Yeah, it got a bit out of hand.
I'm surprised he's alive.
Is he alive? Have anyone seen him today?
Well, no, I haven't seen him. I thought he was commenting on something. And I figured, oh, okay. We don't have to start out a search party.
Hey, Jenny B. Yeah, everyone should go rewatch the stream from yesterday. It was fun. It was. This is yeah, and then all of a sudden I realized it was my 1 year birthday today on YouTube, and it was just perfect getting to spend it with some of the people who made my channel grow as much as it has in this year. Because without Nick and without Dave giving me a chance, and hello Mo.
Hi Mo.
Hello.
It's hot at your place too. I can see it. It's so hot in Denmark today. So, and hello, Miami Spice, Glowy, this way up. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hello, Bargy McBarkface.
Diesel Pete's.
106. Hello.
Hello.
And Dali, this is Liv. We won't go too long today because our national team is playing football, the real one, not the hand egg one. So,
the kickball team.
Oh, okay. That's a sports something or other. Gotcha. Sports ball.
Yeah, real sports ball.
Aw.
Hey, Jamie.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Tia. And Thierry, Miss K. Griff, Winosaur. Mange tak skal du have. Alan Walls, hello. And Alan, I don't know if you can remember, you DM'd me a long time ago, and it gave me a little heads up. You were right. I just have to say that, if you can remember what we talked about. Hey, Reindeer.
I don't remember nothing.
I don't remember nothing.
I would like to know how much they remember from yesterday. And me calling us a Oreo sandwich, but probably not. Well, you have vanilla Oreos, so because that would be the whitest Oreo ever.
True.
Well, it's a bigger stream.
If you bark at him, he is going to bop you on the face, and I'm going to laugh.
Dog and the cat.
Yes.
Hey, Greedy and Kim. Mange tak, Fed. Hey, Luna. Happy to see you. Yeah, time is flying when you're having fun. Yeah, I would like to have that clip because if you watch the stream from yesterday, my face looked kind of like Ice-T. It was a surprise. Yeah, and oh my God, funny thing about this YouTube business. We are the people we see here. So you look like this. Mo, you look small because you have a lot of your body in the shot. I'm only a head. So
I have often just thought of you as like shoulders and a head. I've never thought of you as a torso, to be honest.
no,
Right?
but then I was waiting where you go on to the ferry, because I jumped on in Denmark half an hour before the other guys, and I was standing there and thinking, well, I can recognize them because Nick looks kind of like a retired guitarist in a heavy band. So I could see him, and then you just see this mountain of a man come walking. He's so damn tall. I'm on a good day, I'm maybe 5'10", but he's way up there. It's and Dave, again, because you only seen him on the internet, and every law tuber is kind of tall. When you hear about Vices and Nick and all of those, so I imagine he would be at least my height, and he's a short little one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mads, it's really hot in my room today, and maybe I'm just burning off the Gamle Dansk from yesterday. It could be that one, but I feel hot. Valhalla, hello.
Hey, Val.
Hello.
Hey, Farrell.
Oh, Farrell.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have to give the biggest thank you for all of this thing my YouTube channel has become to Jamie, because I know I have my Stab Your Day with all the three angels. I do dual streams with Mo, and Sal and I have cooperated, but nothing would have happened without Jamie, because Jamie, she gives and she gives and she gives. And every time you want to talk about a case, or you need someone to be your color commentator, you just call Jamie, and she's always, oh, yeah, I can do that. And does she
Sure.
ask anything? No, she's just the nicest person. So maybe I should always grift Jamie's Lash fund, because many of you people
yes.
might not know how it is to be streaming, but it's kind of lonely. It's kind of weird sitting here talking to this big of a camera, and we talk to people, but sometimes you just need someone who's really good at laughing at the right point. Even my stupid jokes get a laugh,
Oh, yeah.
and
Or just letting you go use the potty.
yeah, and someone
That is
who,
so
who
helpful.
someone who kind of gets you really fast when you're streaming together, when to talk, when not to talk,
Yeah.
because it's also, all of us have a different rhythm in our streaming. So, but Jamie, thank you so much, Jamie. No birthday
Yes.
without you.
Aw.
It had
No
been a lonely
problem.
birthday.
You make it fun. So
Thank you so much.
Make it fun for me. You all do, actually. So
We just need to all get big enough so that Jamie can quit her day job and we can all just play on the internet all day. I can
won't.
find weird stories,
Yep.
and Jamie can find weird cases, and we can just do weird stories and weird cases all day.
You know what?
Yep.
I'll never say no to that. If it pays my bills, quit that day job and I'll play with you guys on the internet all day long.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be would you have a YouTube if you couldn't blame Salbert for everything?
Or Sternbert. Sternberto is, where is he?
I will never tell Sally's too offensive. I just say, "Oh, Sal, you take that however you want to take that." But I enjoy Sal's genuine Sal. That's what I call him.
Yes.
He's a riot.
Yeah, and that's the thing I kind of found out yesterday and been thinking about, because now we had to
Ooh, we got a baby
Fry.
Barkerson. Oh my god!
Fry. He is not going to play with you. For God's sake.
Listen to that thing. It is so cute. Oh my god, I'm gonna like pass out with cuteness. Oh my god.
Yeah, everyone, please consider if you like to chip in with a little birthday gift. You can Cash App Jamie if you have Cash App, because I don't really grift anything.
He now
Because
has to wear the hat of shame.
oh,
Oh my, make her big. That's it.
this is
It's the hat of shame. He hates it. I feel bad for having bought it. Shame me, shame him. It is the
No,
hat of shame.
that's never a shame.
Mr. Mo is like, "Did you seriously buy him a cowboy hat?" I'm like, he's the captain of Pineapple Town. He makes sure no one swings when they're not supposed to. And he's like, "Really?" He's like, "But
Oh my god,
Papas. Oh,
I know.
yeah, it's too sweet. But I'm missing someone here. No. Well, I was thinking about Frybird because I was looking into a case. Hopefully, it would have been transmitted on the YouTube, but it wasn't. It's on Haunt TV's webpage, so I don't think I can show it because they get real happy with the banhammer. But
Ooh.
there's this girl who used her culinary tactics on her mom, and she asked for having her dog with her in court because it's her emotional support animal. So I had hope it would be on YouTube, but it's on their website. So
oh, of course it is."
yeah, so they can hammer me down. So that's a little.
Well,
Hmm.
we have a retro react when you're back and ready to stream. There is a death by an attempted cheesecake murder that I think has all the things.
I mean, I feel like that's what Baker would think somebody was gonna do.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
this woman now this woman looks like a dump truck, and she says that she tried to off this woman who looks like a this woman looks like a dump truck, and this other woman looks like a Ferrari, and they're like tried to kill her look-alike. And I'm like, ma'am, you look like a Ford Transit, and this woman looks like a Maserati, and you're trying to tell me that you all two look alike. Okay, sure. You look like a Eastern German woman, circa 1984, and
Who hit the
she looks
wall
like
real hard.
and she looks like an Eastern German woman now. Okay, go. Yeah.
No.
It's
And she's an artist. I mean, I'm sure we could get some of her art.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, you could get all the arts. And she's got the arrogance level of Sarah Boone.
it's yeah, we have to see that because I've really been looking into a few cases, but it's just so hard because you don't know what's coming up on the channels, and will a local channel cover it? Because there was the two murder cases starting in Florida on the 11th, I believe, and then there was this, and it's so kind of sad for this young girl because she has the same name as the Walker lawyer who's connected to the former president.
Oh, Powell?
Powell, yeah. What's her name? Katie Powell. Well, they have the same name, so you can't really search it because
well, yeah.
everything is the lady from the Trump case. So I got up a bit early and I didn't really feel like going to the gym. I have a bit of seasickness, so I was resting.
Is that what you're calling it?
Well,
That's what
we
we're
were
calling
sailing a
that
lot.
now.
We were sailing for 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
All that ferry sickness, that
Yeah.
slow moving barge sickness that we all get from time to time.
It's but it was a great idea they had because this ferry, it's just 20 minutes overpass, and then so and there's a restaurant, there's a bar, and Nicholas wasn't supposed to open the bottle of schnapps. And I sent him a link. I would really like to see how much of it is left, because it was big shot glasses. So, reindeer, I don't get hungover. I'm a Viking. I get
He's a
seasick,
season.
and I get tired,
Ah,
and I get a bit of 24-hour flu.
I can
Thank
see
you, Digger.
that.
Yeah. Well,
Meat.
funny you say that. I need one of those soundboards.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
100.
Because it is 100%
100%.
correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
I
He's
mean,
just an idiot.
if David doesn't ever use that, then does he really have a law license? I mean, are we really going to trust him to be our
If-
lawyer?
If Darrell Brooks goes back to court, he's going to use it. Just saying,
100.
well, I learned a new thing. It's Exhibit 100. You used that 4 times. Yeah, but this is still 100% true.
It's
I-
100% correct.
I condone it.
Objection, Your Honor.
By the power vested in me, I say do it.
I do. I told him he needs to.
Well,
He said he would, but
it was funny how all of a sudden you can just feel it on Dave that his lips fell asleep. He spoke worse English than I did at some points. We needed you, Jamie, to finish our sentences.
I could see it in his face. He was getting all giggly.
Yeah, it's super fun. And his wife, oh my God, talk about
How
what
does
do
she
you
put-
say, batting above your average or whatever. She's such a nice lady. So
Oh,
and she
dear.
got us beers.
Oh, that's
Nope.
nice.
You can't be hungover on Gammeldanske snaps. It's medicine.
Ah, that makes
No.
sense.
No, he didn't say he couldn't feel his face. He said he couldn't feel his lips. So
I
yeah,
think there's a song about that.
Yeah. There is a song.
Did David call a courthouse? Because he's not really drunk unless he calls a courthouse. So did he call an associated courthouse? Because I feel like that's when we know that
Typically, did he butt dial a courthouse? Because that was the best part.
that's the best part because he had 2 phones. One of them was the one we streamed from, and then we had to because none of us can see.
he had a baby burner phone and
Yeah.
we didn't get
Shut up.
physical evidence of this.
So we had to read the chat on the phone, and we couldn't hear anything. And people were walking. I rewatched the video. We can hear his wife and her girlfriend talking a lot, and but it was just fun. And again, a year ago, I was sitting here without a camera because I thought, who would ever look at this? I still don't get it. And all of a sudden, I'm meeting up with 2 cool dudes I would never have met if it wasn't for YouTube. And someday when Jamie leaves her driveway away, maybe I can meet her too. But we can go to Flint, Michigan together, drink some water.
Oh, God.
Well, that's
What a blast.
I'd rather go to the hotel or not the Museum of Erotica in Las Vegas, Flint, Michigan, hotel and
Oh,
in
come
Vegas and
Yeah.
the Museum of
think-
Erotica.
Anywhere but here, yeah.
Yeah, I had my glasses on because I need my glasses when I have to see far, but I can't read the chat. So I had to pull them off. And then when I watched the video, I thought, oh, I took my glasses off. Did I remember to get them with me home? So I had to go out check. Yeah.
You find them? You have them still.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Because I would probably have no. I was when I got on the ferry, I got on the port side. So I thought, well, I'm going off on the port side too. So I was standing there waiting for the door to open when we got into the harbor. Then I turned around as they were closing the door on the starboard side. So I had to run real fast to get off the ferry. It's, yeah, we might have been drinking a bit. Not too much.
Didn't seem like it, but you know.
No,
You guys drinking, I have never seen any evidence of any of you ever. I thought you were Puritans.
Mhm.
I've never heard of any of this.
yeah, maybe I should use a monocle so I can see with one eye and the other one I can read with.
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
Please do that.
Oh, Farrell, it wasn't. We didn't drink that much. Well, the shots, they were kind of big, and they come.
They're like, the number of the shots was not that many. The size of the glass was just big.
It was doubles.
Yeah,
He asked me when I bought the first one, do you need the normal size? Normal size is 2 centiliters in Denmark, or do you want the big one? And I thought, well, David, maybe we shouldn't kick him off the bridge. Maybe just slide him down the stairs. So I thought, the small ones, and that was double, so we could get triple shots if I had wanted it. But I think it was a good idea we stopped with doubles.
Good idea.
He had one shot, and then he said he couldn't feel his lips. So, well, greedy bloke. The funny thing about those ferries are they don't change direction because it's just over and back. So I thought
I'm just waiting for 9 months from now when one of you ends up giving birth to the weirdest looking kid ever.
yeah, it would probably. No, I wasn't that drunk. I would have remembered. But
That's what you say now.
yeah, a lady doesn't.
I've
kiss
been
himself.
there 9 months after Mother's Day. So-
Yeah. Oh, I thought I had been hitting the cheesecake a bit too hard, but
Hey, 20 years from now, one of my kids, you do the math. You know who you are.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's it was just. But I have to say, the best part was the gifts I were given. Of course, I got the OG mug. You can't get that anymore
Woo.
Ooh.
because it's not Michigan Law Show anymore. And then I got another American flag, and then I got my Dr. Pepper T-shirt. I'm a pepper, and
Jealousy.
piece de la résistance. I got an original Jody Arias, and it's grapes. And when we think about what grape is on the YouTube, it could be a subtle message. I don't know.
This can only end terribly with. Why do you think, as much of a crybaby as Fry is, I was this close to naming him Kif from Futurama, but I know our chat.
It would be really scary. It would be real. It would be a great drinker, but it would be very,
He would
very
want
scary.
to. He would want to invade a bunch of people and drunk call all of the courts.
Yeah. He would butt dial the ones he's invading. So, yeah. And I got another thing that I should probably try live. Some Dr. Pepper Jelly Belly.
Oh, I love those
Interesting.
ones.
So it's so amazing to meet people, and it's so amazing that some of them thinks about you enough to give you a little gift or two. And my Jody, an original. Someday, that's when she gets out and Salbert tries to contact her, and he ends up in a shower. It's going to be worth a lot of money.
It will be. And we'll get to say we knew him when, and then we'll all get to pull out our Justice for Salbert t-shirts.
Yes.
While streaming and making bucks of his death.
Yeah, I mean, I think Sal would want us to make money off of his death. He'd be upset if we didn't. If we didn't
Yeah.
have streams and streams. Like
Yeah, just dedicated to him. You know,
Yes.
he'd be very upset.
He would be. He'd be very upset.
Mm-mm-mm.
He tastes
They
like
taste
the real thing.
Tastes just like Dr. Pepper.
I love
It's
that.
they're real good. If you like Dr. Pepper, they're really good.
Oh,
Now I
yeah.
know what I'm gonna be munching on when I'm watching my football game. Hey, Lefty.
Hi, Lefty.
Hello, Lefty.
Well, I'm not gonna stream for long, so you can't blame me for not getting stuff done.
Yes, and I have to go pick up the wild feral one fairly soon, so or well, both of them, really.
And I haven't been on a vacation. I was streaming. I've been streaming Saturday, and I've been streaming some days since I got home. But yesterday it was just we had a business meeting, so
Is
it's
that
real
what
good.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe then we can deduct it. I don't know what this is, but it's probably good.
I was
If
about to say,
Farrell,
I can give no tax any sort of anything. I can give you no tax information, but that sounds reasonable to me. It sounds like a business expense to me.
yeah, as long as you don't write in the singles for when we made it rain. So
As your unlicensed accountant, I think you're good.
yeah, it's you need snaps for doing business. It makes everything a little bit easier. It's
Mhm.
it's better than sitting there talking and talking. Just get some snaps into people, and then you just sign the papers and go home. Kind of like in the Murdoch trial. That blew up really quick.
Yeah, she seems all the sus, but I mean, everyone in that county seems all the sus, so it's kind of hard to figure out the level of susability, really. It's like,
Sus ability. I love the words you make up. They're great.
well, I
Yeah,
mean, it just seems like I expect to be pickpocketed at the moment I entered that particular courthouse. I just expect every single person in there to be trying to run a con on me. Like, just given the entire court case, like, we just throw cell phones around, we have no idea.
no, and again, seems like the good old boys club, and he was part of it before, and then he effed up. His money dried up because of his drug habit or something, and then he was thrown under the bus again. A 7-week trial about a murder where 6 weeks was spent on talking about financial problems. And the funny thing is, going on Twitter and see how much people they really hate that he might have a new trial. He's going away for life for his financial problems. So
Yeah.
is it okay to treat him badly because you don't like him? As I always say, when people are saying, how do I get out of jury duty? Well, do you want someone on the jury in your trial who's paying attention, or someone who's sitting there thinking, well, I want to go home? Because it could be you. We have seen how much people get railroaded by the justice system. We've seen it in the Jody case, Free Jody. We've seen it in Zachariah Anderson case, and we've seen it. I still don't believe that Murdoch killed his wife and kid. My opinion, and I know nothing. I'm a monkey pushing buttons. I believe it was a hit job. Either he owed some really nasty people money, or someone tried to send him a message, and maybe not both of them were supposed to be there, or it was the boat accident. Paul was supposed to be got, and then the wife were down there. but I still don't believe anything.
No, I
Not-
don't. Not at
and
all.
Nothing fits.
Financial crimes, he seems like the type to do white collar crime. It's a real jump to do the dirty work.
Yeah.
That's where you get me. I mean, he seems like all the dirty, all the sus, and I would say give him a way to swindle you out of money. Yeah, he would have no problem doing that. But it, going from that to execution style, unaliving two people, yeah, I don't think so.
And
Yeah,
I
and-
personally don't believe that he was in it alone with stealing the money. I think the firm, there was people there that knew about it or they were doing it too, because it's just too much going on for nobody to notice.
And again, it seemed like everyone had a little bit of a finger somewhere near the pie. Okay, I can't prove anything. I'm not saying I can't name any names. I don't know anything. I'm a monkey puss in buttons. But watching that trial, the whole thing about, well, he always got into a lot of money in the end of the year. It was a couple of $1 million. When so much money is going in and going out, some of it just slips under the carpet.
Well,
And if he gets maybe a couple of millions, how many is getting a couple of 100,000s?
mhm.
Yeah, none of this. It doesn't seem to me like you could have a big or a big firm with independent auditors if they were running this like a big firm, that he could come in and take, money, squirrel it out without someone saying, "Hey, just a quick question. What did you need 20K for?"
Well, I mean, me and Farrell were talking about it yesterday too. Like, I mean, how many times did we hear that, like, he was confronted and then he would just go to the bank and say, "Hey, can I have a loan?" And he'd get a loan and he'd take care of
Oh.
it until the next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was
Well,
never
I didn't pay
anything that
attention
he
very
was-
much to the trial. It
Oh.
was boring AF to me, and I was like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have ADHD, TD,
Once
and cannot.
Once the money crimes came in, it was ridiculous. But that was a lot of what was going down. Was just like, oh, he was just going to the bank and they just loan him $600,000 and he'd go pay off whatever he took, and then everybody would pretend like it never happened and move on with it, and it would just be until the next time. So there was never a time where he was like, just everything was crumbling around him what they made it out to be. And I don't believe that he murdered anybody at all. Maybe he lied about being down there. Okay, but no one really knows when they were unalive. No one knows for sure. They're just basing it off of some cell phone data as usual, and just everything. The timeline didn't make sense that they were trying to put out there. Nothing made sense. So
No, and the gun angles and that they should have been below ground level if the shot should have been the way they said. And why bring two guns? One of them is a semi-automatic. You can go
Yeah,
to
it-
town with one of those.
It
And
just, the two guns thing always threw me off. I didn't understand why you would, if I'm doing something by myself, it didn't make sense to me that if I'm doing something by myself and I'm going to unalive people I know, why I would add an extra complicating factor of having two different weapons. Unless, of course, I'm overthinking it and I'm trying to make look like two people did it, then but
yeah, you just saying that, I'm like, but that still doesn't make any sense to me. And like Carol said, even with his world crumbling around him, how does killing his, or unaliving his, sorry, I said it already anyway.
Well, it's okay.
His
I mean,
wife and son anyway, how does it help him?
yeah, it doesn't get him out
How
of
does
any of the trouble.
Creating that drama help his money situation at all? Just puts more light and focus on him.
yeah. Then I don't understand how unaliving himself.
I could see
None-
unaliving himself. That would make more
yeah.
sense if you just went and did that versus the latter,
And shout outs to the expert, and MLS has shown himself.
He
So,
is.
he
Everybody-
alive.
He's alive. Hi, expert. Hi, David. I'm glad that you're alive.
No.
Yeah, he's been riding a horse. He was. I don't. Did you shoe the horse, or did the nice lady do it for you? I'm not sure. I
Wait.
would trust you with a hammer and a nail.
MLS is a farrier now? How have
Yeah,
we
he
not
had
seen video of this?
he had to shoe a horse before he can go ride on it.
Interesting.
So, well, I'm not sure I would trust him with a hammer and a horse. So, yeah, that's and as Dirk says, there's something off with his 50K a week drug habit. It's again, that's a
Good
lot of
night.
drugs.
Is he
I
like
cannot-
rolling stuff on like a pure Colombian gold? Like, what?
No,
the
he was on
crap is he-
Oxy.
Like gold plated oxy? What the hell is this man injecting into his eyeballs? How the I need to pay attention to this case. Good lord, that's a lot of crap.
I mean, that much of it, that cost of it, that was a little weird to me.
Yeah,
That's a
I,
lot.
I haven't bought any drugs, illicit drugs ever.
I've never heard of 50K though. I mean, that's like if
That's
you're
like
the one
Charlie Sheen levels. That
Yeah.
is dragon blood levels.
Yeah, you really have to have your nose in some Colombian dancing powder if you're gonna hit 50K. It's but again,
I think
I
it
know,
was. I think a lot of it like was a false story, because I think there's a lot of stuff being hidden, and
It sounds like
you know what I mean.
when a kid tells a story like
Oh,
if you guys have ever seen The Sandlot, where they talk about, and there are all these robbers that were going missing. So the police were looking for all these missing robbers. The beast.
Sunbird. Of course he shows up.
Thornbert,
There he is.
there
Yeah.
he is. When we don't see Baker, we don't see you, and it's a travesty.
It
No.
really is.
No,
He
it's-
doesn't think so, but we do.
Yeah, but no, but just and reading those affidavits and listening to EU yesterday, and you people talking about it, and Nicholas and Vices and everyone who has gone through it, how anyone could say that? Well, he done did it, so it's okay if she broke the rules. No, it's not okay. It's never okay to break the rules, because the next time it could be Zachariah Anderson.
Yeah.
Should he not have a fair trial just because someone thinks he's a bad guy? It's the part of it I really don't understand with all of those crime tubers or whatever they are. That's why I'm happy me and Mo, we are lay tubers. We don't know nothing. We're just talking. But the arguments people are going into, I've seen Branka getting really fired up, and an angry Branka can be real fun on Twitter, because someone
Branka getting
trying
fired
to
up?
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry.
Scared
go
me.
ahead, go.
Well, guys, I have to go pick up my two most youngest feral since I'm in charge of their pickup now. I will see you guys later. Congrats on the fun year. This is awesome.
Thank you so much for being a big part of my first year on YouTube.
Oh, thank you. And
So,
have fun, you guys. Have fun watching your football, real football, not hand egg. And I will see you guys
Yep.
later. I'm working on tomorrow's mornings with Mo stuff. I'm finding all the weird stuff. We are an odd people. Humans are weird.
Mhm.
But it keeps me in business. So what are we gonna do?
I know.
See
Yeah.
you guys later.
Bye.
There's a lot of content. But yeah, it's just weird. But that's if I've learned anything about this 1 year on YouTube, is you can always find something that's even worse. And I was thinking about the cases I have done in my short. I started in, I believe, February, March, covering cases, and so many wonderful cases and so many, and it's always the ones you think that's going to be interesting that's just shit shows. And then you have Bradley Yon, my favorite guy. That's again, he knows the laws. David doesn't know the law. There is a legal loophole to put in 100%.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
100.
Because it is 100%
100%.
correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
Dave, you should really try to do an MG law. You should do the same thing. If you need to prove something with 100% certainty, just make it exhibit 100. It's I didn't know that because I'm a layman. I'm not a lawyer, but I learned that from my dear friend Bradley Yon. He's a guest tutor on the Darrell Brooks Academy of Law and stuff. So. And then we had the Lopez trial with the ex-girlfriend and the love child. I thought that would be really interesting because there's so many odd angles you can take to that, and it was the most boring case ever. It was worse than the Murdoch case.
That was bad.
Yeah, and if Dave hadn't suckered us into watching that, we would never have seen the Bradley Yon case because we got so bored we switched to the Bradley Yon.
Mm-hmm.
Lies. Well, when you're having your pig roast tomorrow, I'm pretty sure your Swedish family will help you make the snaps disappear. Yeah, please, if you want to. And go subscribe to Mo. She's great.
You know.
Well, and snaps hate you, son, like everyone else does. Yeah, he didn't seem to not like it.
Mm-hmm. But I personally loved the Darren Rubin case. That was something else.
Well, that's
And yeah. Yep.
our
Oh,
Sergeant Dumb. It's gonna be fun to build the Paris. Was it you who put me onto that? Well, Sal, thank you then.
Yeah, it was because he was going to do it.
Yeah. Well, I'm just happy that we had something to do because the Lopez trial, I can't understand how you can make a case like that so boring. It's a mystery to me that you can do that. And it's kind of like the COVID case they have in Mo and Salbert is covering. It can be one of those you really have high hopes for, and then it turns out it's not that interesting. But Dave found he had some urges during that trial. I wouldn't bring it up in front of his wife yesterday. I only did it once or twice. So, yeah.
He has his reasoning, and I don't believe him.
Dave, for liking she-males?
Well, he has an excuse, and he says it every time. I'm like, no, because the minute he saw her on screen the first time, before he said what he said, he was like, oh, she's cute. I was like, there's something off about her. I don't know. You might want to hold your tongue.
Well, I saw
he did
her.
not, and now look what happened.
Seeing her on screen, she looked fairly decent. She looked like a girl who might have had a rough life, but it wasn't the worst transvestite I've seen. So, yeah, it's a year since I got my tubes tied. You got a little bit of a cold. I'm sorry, but we won't be going much longer because there's football tonight. So I just wanted to pop on and say thank you so much for everyone who has been supporting me by subscribing and having me on. People like The Expert, Valhalla, Dave, Nick, all of those people, EU, Mo, Salbert, Jamie, of course, all of the nice people have helped me. And I can't thank Søren for showing up, but Jamie likes you. I don't understand why. So
He's a hoot.
he's a kook.
He's a hoot.
So, but no, it was just a short pop up, and then we might be able to have a drink on Saturday because I have to go to bed early because on Valhalla and MLS's channels there would be a Lego stream at 2 a.m. our time, so that will be 8 p.m. American time, Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. So I might have a beverage or two on Saturday to celebrate my 1-year birthday on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got my tube side because 10 kids must be enough. Yeah. But again, Snaps kills it, so you don't have to worry.
Did you decide which Lego you're going to?
No, I haven't. Maybe I'm going to put up a poll tomorrow. So, yeah.
I really want you to get the Paris, the Eiffel Tower.
I'm thinking about the
Uh,
Paris too, because then I could put Sergeant Dumb beneath the Eiffel Tower. Nicholas is claiming that he's getting down with a cold. But again, go to Nicholas or MLS's channel and watch what he did yesterday. Yeah, Lego is a brand name, so more than one is Legos. It's plural. It's is it abbreviation when you shorten down words?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in Danish it's leg godt, play well. That's Lego is combined of those two words. So yeah.
And just like Midwestern people always put S's on the end of everything, no matter what. So
Thank you so much, Dave, and say hello to your lovely wife and her nice friend, and share the snaps tomorrow because even though you might not like it, I'm sure the Swedes will.
I'm glad you're alive, Dave. I was really worried about you once I saw like 2 shots down his gullet. I was like, oh God, he's gonna go overboard.
I'm not as interested in talking to Dave today. I would really like to talk to his wife. What happened? How long did it take for her to get him into the car? How much did he tell her how he loved everyone? And in what state did she find him this morning?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone goes up to the expert. Again, one of the coolest dudes around, and I'm lucky enough to have been on streams with him because YouTube is amazing. You people are all amazing. I'm getting all lovey-dovey, and I'm not even drunk.
I know.
So, but no. But I'm thinking, Jim, that we might be getting ready to get off, and then, well, yeah, American hot dogs, they're too boring. You need I don't know, Swedish. They can't make anything right, but you should have a Danish roasted hot dog.
What
That's
is
really
a
good.
Swedish hot dog anyway?
It's Swedish. It's wrong. Just assume it's wrong.
Well, what kind of meat is it? Like a regular hot dog, like here?
I'm not Swedish.
I don't know. I'm asking. I didn't know if you knew.
Ask Nick. What is it? It's probably a quart of, but they put weird stuff on it. Quart of is Swedish for sausage. Don't ask. It's a weird people.
I'm always interested in what this stuff is. Are Swedish meatballs really Swedish?
I believe so, but it's I know everybody is talking about. I never had Swedish meatballs, even though they just opened a new IKEA, and it was the big hype. Everyone went to get their meatballs. I never had them. I think it looks nasty. That's not my my kind of thing. It's we have something we call frikadeller in Denmark, and that's meatball, but you roast them on the pan and put stuff in them, and those are great. But again, it's Swedish. Just the start position it's wrong, and then they can surprise you. Yeah, köttkaka. Maybe you can call that. That means meat cakes, if you translate it. So, pickled herring sausage. Yep, Swedes would do it, because I was wondering when I went out to buy a little croissant for the guys yesterday and got the snaps, and I was thinking, should I buy a couple of jars of pickled herring so Nick would have something to sustain him? But I thought, no, that would be weird, eating pickled herring. It's better to just drink a bit of snaps.
Do you like it?
Snaps?
No, pickled herring.
Only the plain ones and the ones in curry sauce.
Mm.
Well, it's a sweet curry sauce. It's not really. It's not like curry. It's yeah.
You guys got some fun foods over there, over that way. Thanks.
Well, it's because it's an old tradition from back when we were Catholic, because we had a lot of herring, so you could eat that when you're not allowed to eat meat. That's why we made a lot of money back in the day selling herring to the other Catholics. Yes, it's a gift I got yesterday from a dear viewer, and I also got Dr. Peppy jelly beans, jelly belly things, and I got my Jody Aris original grapes. And I'm still not sure if I've got grapes, because on YouTube that means something else. But then I got a little American flag and an MLS mark and a cigar. So that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't smoked a cigar in a long time. So it's probably why we're a bit under the weather today.
Well, what is a Swedish hot dog, Dave? I asked you 50 times. He just says they're delicious, and I wanted to know what it was.
I'll have to.
Now I have to look it up.
Swedish hot dog recipe. You take a sausage, a tablespoon of mashed potato, a tablespoon of shrimp salad, and a hot dog bun. Then you put the sausage in the bun, put the mashed potatoes on top of it, and then the shrimp salad on top of that. That sounds nasty. That's, yeah.
Shrimp salad?
Shrimp salad, yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. That's, I didn't know it was like that.
I'm not a fish person. Like, I don't like seafood, so I'm not a good judge of character on that stuff. So.
No, but it
Could be good. I don't know. Whatever.
we know nothing.
We apparently don't.
Maybe if I pull it over here, we can see it a little bit better. It looks like this. I think it looks dry and nasty. You can see the sausage, and then this is the shrimp salad. Blech. Crazy Swedes. Do you understand now why I say Swedish people are weird?
Yeah. A little bit.
A little bitty bit.
They're culinary aspect is weird.
Why can't I find?
But then again, they probably think we're weird too. So
Yeah, but we are right, they're wrong. Or you could have this is the Danish way. This is a roasted hot dog. So you have the bun, the sausage, then mustard, remoulade, something you don't have, and ketchup, and then roasted onion and fresh onion, and of course a beer. Those were the beers we were drinking yesterday. Lefty, you should have been there because it was real beer, even if it is gonna mess with your figure.
I agree with Lefty. But yeah, that looks way better than shrimp salad one you were talking about.
Yeah, don't ask. That's why Swedish people are weird in our opinion.
Okay,
I think you should do that. What?
I said, what kind of beers did you have?
Carlsberg, normal Pilsner. It's
that like-
the staple beer. It's yeah. Everyone can drink that because it's one of the starter beers.
A starter beer.
Yeah, but it's the stuff you start drinking when you're 13, 14 years old.
I love you guys.
But it would get you bloated if you're looking for having to keep your girlish figure like somebody.
My first drink was peach schnapps. That was like my favorite thing ever. In Boone's Farm. Oh, and then we would always steal my mom's wine coolers. So all the like wimpy stuff.
Remoulade, no, it's not a sauce. It's kind of like it has the consistency of mustard or something like that. It's chopped up pickles and stuff like that. We put in on everything. It's a Danish thing. You can't get it anywhere in the world, but in Denmark, I think. But no. Well, what did I start? No, I started out with just normal beer. But normally I don't drink Carlsberg because we have a brewery on Fyn where I live. This little island. And so I always been a bit patriotic. So I have always drunk those beer. And then when I started drinking a bit more than I should have been doing, I switched to something called slots. No, not slots like that, but slot is castle in Denmark. And it's some of the worst beers in the world, but if they're cold and you are poor, they're really good. So yeah. Yeah, but Fed, you are Danish, you're just not admitting it. So of course you have remoulade.
What is it?
It's kind of, yeah, as Jay Liebgart says. Liebgart, have to remember, I was trying to get a picture yesterday because I went by a truck with Liebgart AS. So that's Liebgart. It's a firm named Liebgart. So I thought, because you said you had Danish family, I thought that could be some Danish family of yours. So it's kind of like a tartar sauce, but we chop up pickles in it. I don't know how to. Yeah.
Yes, Farrell. God, are you gross?
It's not a spicy thing. It's kind of sweet. No, slots with an O.
I know I have all these shelves in here and I don't have anything to put them on. Anything to put on them so they look lame.
Yeah, I put a lot of money into beer companies in Denmark. When you're talking about wine coolers, I can remember back in it must have been the mid 80s or something. We got those, was it called California cooler or something? It was the first kind of the stuff we had in Denmark where the hard seltzer or whatever you would call it, and no one drank it because that was not manly enough. And then maybe 15 years ago we got the Alco Pops, and it's a thing now.
Yeah, like, God, I don't know what the brand was, but my mom always had them in the fridge, and she would never pay any attention, and we would always snatch a few and go like over to a friend's house and have like one wine cooler to share between everybody. It was so lame. And then Boone's Farm was like the thing, like what, 1% alcohol. It was like $2 for like a big bottle of it.
It's this thing you used to drink, and today you wouldn't drink. Because my back is bad. I was trying to get into another education, so I went to teachers college. And because we had when I was a soldier, we had a ritual you had to pass to be baptized as a Marine. And at that baptism, you have to chug a warm beer, not just warm beer, a beer that's been standing in hot water all day, because it does funny things when it get into your stomach when it's that hot. So at every party, they bought the cheapest, strongest beer they could get, and I had to chug one of those. It just became ritual. It's just, why did I do it? I could just have said no, but every party, that's yeah, it's stupid. But again, at 1% alcohol, maybe Dave could drink for a couple of hours.
I don't know like how much it actually has percent alcohol, but it was just like one of those. It was basically a giant bottle of wine cooler. But when you're like 14 years old,
21
like,
legally
oh,
you can't
yeah,
drink. So she was 21.
Sorry, when you're 21, it'll hit you fast.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like no.
Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Boone is a 7.5.
Oh well, I was way off on that one.
So that's a strong beer.
It didn't feel
Exact-
like it was. I mean,
No, but that's the fun part.
but you also
When-
shared with like everybody, so it wasn't like it was just yours. Well, because we
No.
were younger too, and you had to like. Well, my grandma was the best. I'll tell you that. She was. Be like, Grandma, please, we're just gonna hang out here. Like, okay, she go get us some.
My grandma, when I was, I don't know, I had started school, so I was more than 5. But when my parents worked a lot in the weekends because you could get paid more, so we often went to stay with her, my sister and I, for a weekend. And I don't know if it was to get us to quiet down or something, so she made us rum and cokes.
Aw.
I was maybe 5 or 6 years old, so we had a glass of rum and coke to fall asleep on. It was
Yeah.
great. I didn't really like the taste, but she thought it was great, and I thought, well, if Grandma wants me to drink it, I'm going to drink it.
My mom used to put whiskey in my tea when I had strep throat a couple times when I was a kid, and she like put whiskey in my tea to like help me sleep. I remember finding out, and I was like, "Mom, I was like 7 years old." It's like, "Oh, it
Well,
helped."
When my kids were teething, my mom said, "Well, just rub snaps on the gums because we did it because it numbs the gum."
Mm-hmm.
But they did it with us.
Just funny.
Yeah, you don't drink it; you just rub the gums. So it's kind of local anesthetic. So it's it's funny.
I do. Well, that tea was delicious. I'll tell you that.
And I never understand drinking whiskey till I was past. I had just turned 40 when I bought my first bottle of whiskey, and it was only because I didn't get reelected, and my mom had just passed away, and I thought, well, I need a new hobby, so I thought, well, I can learn to drink whiskey. That's going to be my hobby, and Then I bought my first because I don't like those peated ones that taste just like you smoke 20 cigarettes. So I got a new hobby, and it's a great hobby. A bit expensive, but still.
I don't think I have ever drank a like top shelf alcohol ever in my life. My family loved whiskey and they loved Black Velvet whiskey, called it BV. And that's what everybody drinks, so that's all I knew. And I assume that's probably trash, but who knows? Because it was like super cheap.
Dave has shown up today. He claims he has been out riding, or maybe sleeping long for a full day. So he is alive. We have sign of life, but still, he might be a bit hungover. Snake venom beer, 60. I don't. They have to be really good if it's going to be that high in volume, because
Lord.
it's kind of like chili sauce. Some chili sauce are just hot to be hot, and I don't like those. If you can make them taste great, put some pineapple or something in it, so it tastes good. Then I don't mind the heat. But the ones you just when they're on the what's the spicy wings or whatever the show is, where they're eating wings with hot sauce, and it's just strong, and I don't get that. I like a hot sauce, but they have to be nice to eat. The ones who just hit you like a hammer, it's no fun. So yeah, I'm a tiny bit over 40, tiny bit. So I'm
Well,
gonna
isn't
kick
that
you.
nice little peanut? You're so sweet. And then there's Thornbert.
Yeah, but if I'm right, he's gonna be at the gym tomorrow, so he will have an accident. That's I'm sad to say it, but he will fall down a couple of stairs. Yeah,
Again.
6, but we can just buy him some of the Trappist beer from Holland. That's great. It tastes really. It's made from monks, so it should be around 10 to 11% alcohol. So it's a good strong beer, but they make it taste really good. But because it's made by monks, they don't really check how high the proof is, because if the Lord wants to put in more alcohol, the Lord puts in more alcohol. So it's at least 10 to 11% alcohol. But it tastes great, and you get hammered like nothing. It's sure, yeah. Well, then you have to get down and get off the aggressions when the Ravens lose again tonight.
Sure does start tonight with guess who?
I don't know. I haven't watched an NFL game for the last 5 years or something like that.
Well, the Lions are on tonight. Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I know the Detroit. Dave told the story that they flew in through Munich, and they had to cross some line, and they were late for the plane. But the guard saw his Detroit Lion shirt and said, "Yeah, you can go through." It's so. Yeah. In France, they have Cronenbourg. I really like that one. That's great. It's good. But everyone, in 5 minutes, our national team will play some of the worst soccer ever played by man, even though they're going to play a football team that shouldn't be able to be on the same pitch. But I will go cry and wonder why I'm still a fan. Thank you all so much for making this first year enjoyable. Even Sernbert has at some times made it enjoyable because he made Jamie laugh. And Jamie, without you, no me. Thank you so much for helping me out. They're playing San Marino. But we have to pick up a case. I need to hang out with you more, because when you're around, we get all the good stuff.
while I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No,
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
no,
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
probably did. Everybody has.
So that-
Everybody has.
The judge is like, the hell did you just?
Oh my God, that never gets old.
Glenn is such an amazing. Oh,
That's my new go-to like joke for everything. Because to be like, why is that guy acting like that? Maybe somebody slept with his mother-in-law.
tak, Minosaur. Men ja, held og lykke skal man jo altid sige, og forhåbentlig bliver jeg ved med at vokse. Altså, ikke ligesom Søren ud af, men min kanal bliver ved med at vokse. And everyone, yeah, go join us when we're building a bit of Legos. And Saturday, we will be back for Stabby Day. I have to figure something out. I might have a beer or two and again say thank you for all the nice people who didn't show up tonight. Thank all of you, especially the one person who don't want to be mentioned, but who gave me all of this nice stuff. My original Jodi Arias, when she kills Salbert, it's gonna double in value. And Jamie, no one will ever kill you because you are too sweet. And I love you, girl.
I hope no one comes after me. You're gonna have to come
See you
protect
all.
me.
Have fun. And if I'm not streaming tomorrow, we'll see you Saturday, Stabby Day, in the morning around 9 a.m. Eastern Standard. Thanks for watching. Bye.